My name is Dia Thanrasu, and this is my first year as a Miss CEO Ambassador. And in today's lecture series, we're going to go over how to craft professional emails and understand the basic standards of email etiquette. For me personally, emailing has always been a really important form of communication, whether that be for school or for my extracurricular activities. They've given me practice in finding my voice and giving me the confidence needed to reach out to new people. So, first, let's talk about the importance of email etiquette. Emailing encourages you to make new connections and earn yourself new opportunities. Things like getting internships or meeting mentors may involve cold emailing or other forms of digital communication. You'll gain practice in addressing your recipients formally in order to maintain your image, which is why setting a formal standard for yourself can be achieved through emailing. On that note, emailing can also help you improve your communication skills. The more you write, the easier it'll be for you to speak. You'll also learn how to advocate for yourself, as emailing can soft launch you into other negotiation tactics. Finally, emailing will encourage you to be organized as you want to maintain your thoughts and ideas coherently, which can be useful in several other situations. As a general overview, different work environments demand different tones and verbiage. As you navigate professional settings as a young leader, it's important to understand the distinctions and ensure that your voice in the digital world is just as professional. My biggest tip is to first understand your audience. Whether you're writing to a teacher or a speaker, you want to emulate the language that they use. This will ultimately help the flow of communication between you two run smoother, while also establishing yourself as a serious student. Next, try to personalize your message. If you're cold emailing companies looking for research opportunities, for example, you don't want to use the same formulaic message over and over again. Really try to hone in on the specific aspects of the person or thing that you're emailing that are important to you and address how you can benefit them. Finally, don't forget to CC additional correspondence. Oftentimes, you might find yourself emailing hundreds of people while getting very few responses. Try CCing their secretaries, for example, as a way to ensure that your message will ultimately get to its intended correspondent. My next tip is to be specific yet concise. No one necessarily wants to read a multi-paragraph email, especially if they have a busy schedule. Instead, try to pitch your ideas or summaries into easy to understand sentences. Don't be afraid to cut down on additional words to get straight to your point. The recipient will definitely appreciate it. In your message, also try to include a direct ask or a call to question. What are you hoping to get out of your recipient? And can you make the task any easier for them by breaking it down? Essentially, you want your ask to be as direct and simple as possible in order for them to accomplish it as soon and efficient as possible. In general, use simple but full sentences. You don't always need to use excessive language to impress your readers, and you should more so focus on addressing your accomplishment or main message. Next, let's talk about scheduling emails and following up with people. Make sure that you're sending emails at appropriate times. You don't want to be the person emailing teachers at 2 a.m. and eventually getting lost in their inbox. Instead, send your emails to optimal times, such as when office is open or work hours begin. On that note, try not to send messages after hours or when you know a person is definitely not available. Additionally, don't be afraid to follow up for updates or clarifications. Sometimes people might read your messages but forget to acknowledge them. A kind reminder after a week or so may just be the push that they need in order to actually address you. Of course, make sure to do this in moderation. Finally, check your inbox regularly. People may respond to you weeks after you send your initial message, but you want to show initiative by responding as soon as possible. My last and perhaps most important tip is to use your authentic voice. Just be yourself. You don't always have to sacrifice your personality in order to be professional. In fact, many people prefer receiving emails with grounded tones. Ways to incorporate your professional personal voice into your professional emails can be including personal anecdotes you have with your correspondent or including a compliment that they might appreciate. But no matter what you do, be as genuine and respectful as possible. Assess the boundaries between you and the person that you're emailing and adjust your message accordingly. Now, I'll talk a little bit about how emailing has helped me personally. In a statewide student council organization I'm a part of, I've had to email countless of educators and local business owners as part of my tasks. Prior to joining the organization, I never really interacted with adult professionals before, making emailing and calling them a really daunting task. However, after using the skills that we went over today, I've gotten far more comfortable in reaching out to others for help and adjusting my messages in ways to get the most optimal responses. Additionally, as a leadership student for my school, I've had to email teachers, staff, and students about various events going on around campus. Each of these people have different relationships with me, and I'll be sure to adjust my messages in tone to match with each person I send them to. I hope these tips help you Sunday, and as always, try to be the Miss CEO of your life. Thank you.